They broke this panel over there is beat all the shit. The counterweight scratched off. Power's out. And I think we're getting into a real shit show over there. I've said that 4 fucking times.
Oh, you hit a line.
Yeah, we hit a line.
We do charge for FEMA consultations.
Warning. I'll get that pin out. Stuck in the box. Use this bolt on the side of the road and the hook on the chain. The problem is, what happened is that pin can go in there and it not be locked.
Huh.
So the pin was in and it was shut, but it wasn't locked.
We're gonna hit it first, dude.
I guess so.
Put my lipstick on next time.
We really need 3 operators today. We need 2 at the car path and 1 here. I just load myself here.
Until you get back, I'll work on a path up there.
He's gonna need assistance probably over there. Just wanted to come dump trucking. I don't know what the fuck's going on here either because there's no lights. The scale isn't working. Is there even anyone in here? Nobody in there. What the fuck is going on here? Why are there no other trucks here? What time is it? 8:51. Sure, the motherfucker's open by now. Ethan's acting like he's good over there, then it really doesn't matter when you get over there, I don't guess, but I feel like he's gonna need some direction getting started down there. And I won't be long. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this quarry up here, but as soon as I grab this, I'll dump it. I'm 2 seconds from them. You can leave 317 up there if you want, and 210 on the dirt pile. Alright, I'll see this few. Surely there's been trucks here since 7 o'clock trying to get, well, there should be a loader like waiting to load trucks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a loader. There's that one back there, but see, those scales aren't on. Why is everybody running also? I'll be back. If I come running in. Power's out until noon. Could have just brought gravel from Marion up here. Why'd that asshole come flying through the parking lot? Hey, do you guys got 3/4 gravel there?
We do, it's taking your time.
Alright, thanks. You guys got 3/4 gravel there?
No gravel here.
Thanks. Hey man, have you guys got 3/4 gravel there?
We do.
What's it cost?
It is 46 a yard, that's 2 Bobcat buckets.
Alright, thanks. Why don't they let people know? Power's out. No, gotta sit on the scale like an idiot. $500 for 10 ton of good. Someone hates the cold. It's like a big fur coat. Got too close to a log, but I don't know. They were only moving logs, not brush, so they broke this. That panel over there is beat all the shit, and the counterweight scratched all the shit, and all they were doing was moving logs. So I don't know how the hell it happened. Yeah, and I think we're getting into a real shit show over there. No one's here and no one's answering. So I would guess I got both machines stuck over on that job right now, and hopefully don't have the septic system fucked up. Hopefully I'm wrong, but good thing I brought my hoodie still.
Now I'm just a hillbilly gypsy, and I ain't one for settling down. If I thought somebody might miss me, hell maybe
dirt. I got about 2 more loads of this dog shit dirt, and then we'll be in good stuff.
We're just gonna keep dumping it in front of the Mini for now.
All right.
With that skid steer, it's gonna take a lot. So it's 10 feet wide. Unless it's 10 feet wide, we gotta use the Mini every time. And it's there, but it's a pain in the ass.
I'm son of a brand new man, son of the running kind. I'm the son of a brand new man. I come from a long, long line.
Keep a cut going straight in.
What do you want? You want them all to go home?
No. Are they back?
Yeah.
We need to finish moving that wood down there. I've said that 4 fucking times. Move all the busted wood over and then put all the good wood needs to go, the big wood needs to go in that hole. You know? They need to move the splitter and everything out and then push all that far back so as new wood comes in, it's not out in the parking lot. Comida lonche. Trae el lonche primero.
They aren't clear for me to go around?
Yeah, it should have white flags all the way to the bottom. That's the last load I can bring. I gotta get to the bank and do payroll before.
Well, I'll spread all this stuff. This will probably get like a nice solid route all the way to the second corner. And I'll start going around.
Alright, I'll stay back in shop. That's a very good thing though. Must be losing stumps off of their truck. What up, stud? What do you think, man?
It looks good, man. Looks really good. I just got a couple things. I think,
Yeah.
like, you know, the mulch looks good. One thing I would probably want to do is, you know, oh, I was wondering if that was a tree.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You know, we have all this mulch here, so I would like to continue that mulch here if we're going to do it.
Sure, you want to do it? Come
Well,
in here?
just because, you know, right now you look at it and it's half, like, it looks
yeah.
a little, like, that's there, then we did a little bit there, which I understand because
I got
you did some
destroyed.
stuff
Yeah,
there.
that's where we dug through.
Yeah, that's right. So, and then kind of coming through here, I don't really care. Can we get like on some of these, like where we have stumps, can we get them grinded down if you're not going to pull them?
You want to grind them or just cover them with mulch? Like some of them are a little.
Maybe if we could cut that one down a little bit more,
Yeah, and then
if
there's
you know,
one
just
over there I
like
just noticed.
yeah, and we could take those. I don't want to pull the one by the propane tank.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't either. Yeah.
that could be a lot worse for us.
I just cut them as low as we can and we
Okay.
can cover them with mulch. They'll be rotted in no time, you know, especially if you keep them covered up.
Okay, cool. I got I got a couple little things. Nothing major. I just want-
Point out everything that you think.
Well, I just wanted to, some of it's just general questions. I don't know what it is. I saw a little PVC pipe up in the ground.
It's over there between those two. So this is, it went on to.
So can I, does this not go to anything anymore?
Nothing at all.
Okay, so I can just cut that down.
This got messed back up. I dug every fucking thing up the other night. So we'll remulch.
Well, so what happened? You know,
That-
it's fucking, it was funny because like those screws weren't on, so I lifted it up and that thing was full.
Full, I bet, right?
But, you know, I actually, for a minute, this is the craziest thing. I had, that was full, brown water in my, but it was
We
coming
had
through my
like-
sinks.
I had like 7,000 gallons of septic because your septic tank was full, the pump tank was full, and then it was backing up through your lines.
Yeah, well, it didn't get to my, all the way up because
Oh, just the
I
basement.
kept, I checked that clean out
Oh yeah.
and it never got past that.
Well, sometimes it'll push through there, but it'll settle, you know, in your P-traps and stuff and come back.
Oh,
if it's-
okay. Oh,
if
well,
there's
maybe
not
that's
enough
what
flow.
happened. I'm not sure. But either way, I didn't get, the brown shit wasn't, it was, I had a hole there at one point, or like a connection that went bad, and when they put it back, dirt must have got in there. So
Yeah.
dirt went through my whole system because it was coming out my sinks.
So we hit a line too. Is that what
Oh,
you're saying?
Oh, you hit a line.
Yeah, we hit a line as well.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
That
that's why you're
motherfucker,
seeing a
that
little
thing's high powered, huh?
bit of out of mine, dude. It cleaned the street out over there.
Yeah. That thing is high pressured.
So
So
they hand dug through to get past the power line and didn't think nothing about the water coming from up there. And then hit the water. Fortunately, we shut it off right there.
okay, yeah, you can turn it off. Yeah. Okay, so that's what happened. So I was wondering because I was like, they must I was like, dude, I can't believe it took that long for that dirt to go through.
Yeah, no, we hit it again.
Okay, cool. So that's what
it's
happened.
Probably clear by now.
It's cleared now.
Yeah.
But so it went. Okay, it's all making sense. I'm
Yeah.
like, how the hell is this stuff getting all the way up into my toilet up there? I'm like, that's why I was like, oh, is it this? And then we found the leak behind the washing machine. I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's everything, but none of it was tied together. It was just the dirt was the dirt.
It's all stupid shit too.
Thankfully, it made me come down here and check this. So and we were able to look at it. So something like that was really crazy how it was working, but then it stopped. But either way, it's working now, I think.
Yeah, so
I mean, I haven't had any.
No, it's working for sure. I was here till midnight that night testing it.
Sorry, man.
Oh, it's all good. The pump went bad. That burnt up the control panel. The control panel didn't catch all the amperage going back through and burnt up the goddamn breaker. And so these things are typically easy, like, oh, pump's bad, no problem, let's replace the pump. Put the pump in. Fucking panel's bad, it's not working. Let me check the panel. Replace the shit in the panel.
Oh my gosh.
Turn it on. God damn, it's still not working, So I traced it all the way back to the breaker. The breaker was fucking bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
It's just one thing.
So I dug, I hand dug all this back up that night because, I tested power at the pump, had power, and say it's 240 pump, so we had power, but we didn't have 240 volts because only one of the legs of the breaker was broke. Yeah. So it was a bitch, man. Whole new system installed the other night. Where do you want to stop this mulch? You want to do this stuff too? I know you had a landscaper coming in, so there was some stuff that I was like, well, I don't know how far I need to
can always get more mulch depending on what we do, but right now I think we're just gonna.
Don't worry about this part. Just do the center.
Yeah, we'll just do the center for right now. I like the trees, so that's good. But I'm not like if we can go and just kind of look at them. Some of them are like leaning a little bit. I think maybe it rained or whatever. It kind of.
It rained like hell for about a week, actually.
Yeah,
which is good. You see, they're all taking nutrients.
No, they're good.
But we can stake them and straighten them up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, can we stake them? Because, this one, I just don't want it.
Yeah.
You'll see it. I walked through and just saw some.
Yeah.
Some of them look perfect, and others just look a little,
rough. We'll stake those, and then if you see any. They shouldn't lean anymore now that it's dry.
Yeah, and then like these ones, all the stuff that they cut down here that would lean in or whatever. Mm-hmm. Is there a reason why they didn't pull these out?
What, that's in the ravine?
Well, just my property's over there. But I wanted to make sure, the whole idea was, for me and you, was try to get this up so it doesn't look like a storm came through.
Got a marker down there.
Yeah, that's the mark. Do you think we could pull some of this stuff and get? I
mean,
I don't know. Maybe you're like, dude, it's almost impossible for us to get our machine unless we went down that. I don't care about that little grass area.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do that for a little bit of erosion.
Right.
Look at.
See, we had
so
one
like
in here.
if you look at this, you're like kind of like, okay, hey John, that tree's down there, and they cut it, but they just left it. So I get that, like. I'm just trying to be straight.
That should have been got, and this should have been got regardless, because this is on your side of the line. Going over into.
Well, I understand. No, I just wish they wouldn't have. They cut it up in all these small things, and then they just kind of left it. Like to me, it would have been a hell of a lot easier to cut it and
pull the whole.
Or
thing.
cut it this way.
Well, they
cut it. They cut things that way. When if they would have cut it this way. I'm not saying that you could have trusted this. I'm not saying
right.
But all I'm saying is that if it would have went this way, it would have been a hell of a lot easier than just throwing everything over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you didn't have that option on everything. I'm not saying
there's probably very few. I think most of what you see was already down, and they've cut it so it lays down. It's not this big, huge.
Yeah, you could see some of it. For sure.
We'll spend a little longer on it and pull some of it down and try to get it cleaned up.
Yeah, so like, you know, there's just a couple up there too that maybe.
Yeah, let's look up,
like,
let's
you
look
know,
up there. The thing too is both here and here is we have gotten a lot in both areas, but then there's more shit behind it that you're now seeing. You know what I mean?
I mean, overall, fucking really happy
I'm glad you are.
and good.
There's a lot to
And
do.
honestly, I was thinking maybe we just wait on the rock until I get the garage in.
Here, yeah, that's what I was figuring.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We put in 5 loads from, you can see
Whoa,
there's a distinct line.
What?
Yeah, we've hauled in 5 loads of gravel in here. This was nothing but mud. when
Was
we got
it?
done.
Oh
I
my
actually almost
gosh,
lost my
dude.
dump truck on this.
Really?
You know where that poplar was we cut? You know, that was right on the edge.
Yeah, that one, if we can cut that down a little bit more, if you're, you know, I'd probably not have you take that one because that's
No,
where
you
the
don't
power
want-
line is and everything.
You don't
but
wanna pull that stump.
but it's up like 4 inches. If we can just get it down, maybe see if a guy can
All
just
right.
maneuver, get it. Because right now, if you hit it,
Cut-
you're
cut
gonna
around it.
like you almost don't see it. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like
really-
in there a little bit. So wait, you've already done 5 loads?
Yeah, that where that poplar was, the truck almost went off there.
Okay.
And we brought in, because it was so muddy. It was nothing but mud from hauling everything out, hauling mulch in.
Holy moly, dude! I mean, wow,
Yeah.
shit.
Which is why we
It was
planned
20
on
tons each load, so 100 tons.
18,
Okay.
Yeah. But close to 100 tons.
Yeah.
All
90
this, and then
tons,
you can
yeah.
see around the corner, there's like a distinct line before the asphalt where that new gravel stops, and it goes back to like what was a milling or something, you know, before the
Yeah,
asphalt.
I just was expecting it to be all brand new with 5 loads all the way around, and you know, that didn't really even get hit around where my truck and that other truck is.
It did, I promise. It doesn't look like it's like 3/4, which is like this, but that was, I promise.
Did the
nothing but
truck?
mud.
I mean, would you guys just do the tailgate, kick it in a little bit, and let it just drag it?
Here, because it's so steep, we had to, like there was a pile of dump there, here, and one up there at the top, and then we use a skid steer, you know, to spread it because you can't tailgate spread this.
All right, well, just
you can
double
see
check
how
that they
bad-
gave 5
how
loads.
bad muddy it was versus.
Can you just
what
double
is
check
yeah,
and
I'll-
just tell me,
yeah.
like, yeah, we got you 5 loads,
Yep.
like on the invoices or whatever.
Yep.
I did 5 loads before, and it just, you know, not to say, you know, I wasn't here, so I
Yeah.
trust you, but like it seemed like it was like brand new, pristine, and I had to like
Compact
to use
it.
my truck to go around and compact it because it was this thick. It was
Yeah.
2 inches thick going around.
You've probably lost 40% of the gravel that we put down because it was so soft. See, when they first
when
did
you
that,
got
it was
all those
probably,
machines moving back and forth and stuff.
well, I mean, it was so much mud when we
Shit,
first
dude.
put it in that it probably most of it sunk, you know, and that's why, like down there in front of the van, you see it's still kind of shitty looking, and up here it's really much cleaner than that. Well, that's
Yeah.
where it was holding all that water.
I mean, to be, you know, and I trust you, but it looks like somebody just took a skid steer around and just freshened it
scraped it.
for the time being. I thought you were holding out because you wanted to make sure you were done before you did it.
No, we hauled a bunch, and there's actually a YouTube video that's because my truck almost rolled bringing the gravel.
I'm glad nobody got hurt. Somebody
Yeah.
just, an excavator flipped backwards and the guy flew out of the cab. He didn't have a seatbelt on. The cab crushed his legs.
It's pretty common. People think they're too cool to wear a seatbelt and things.
And he's like, oh no, and you know, the guy swore up and down that if he would have been in a seatbelt, he would have died, but the cab's fine. He's gonna have legs.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
He's lucky he's alive.
Yeah.
A big ass heavy cat like that to flip it backwards.
Yeah, I don't even know how the fuck you do. flip it
I guess he was
backwards.
pulling a stump out
And let go, and he was on a hill.
and he let go on the hill and went backward. The momentum.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh. And I was thinking about, the first thing I did is I went to you. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
jeez. You know, because this right here is, it doesn't feel steep walking on it, but you get in a machine,
put
it
a
feels
machine
like
on.
you're almost up like this. And I think you guys did a really good job. So just a couple things there, you know, and then there is the river rock over there. If you have one of your laborers, if they could just clean that up a little bit, what happened is they just pushed a bunch of the gravel.
Over
Like
Is
it
there-
went into it
Okay.
like a lot.
All right.
So you know,
Just
if you have
pull
a
it out.
labor, hey, clean this up a little
Sure.
bit. That would be cool.
Yeah, we'll have labor when we do
Yeah.
the extra trees.
Overall, we're real happy and thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
sure.
for really jumping. I mean, I didn't mean for you to do it at 12 o'clock.
Well, I
night.
was leaving, you know, and I
Yeah.
thought, well, dude, I don't want to, you know, if septic's backing up in your house, I don't want you to have to deal with that.
Well,
I mean,
thanks, because I was up here for the day and a half
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
And it was
the
already at the
freaking-
point where it was, I mean, it was
It was
above
pretty
the
close.
emergency level. Yeah.
But you know what? It didn't go through the place it would have went. It was through the shower, and it didn't go through the shower.
Probably while you were gone, you know, it had raised above the alarm level.
And then the
Once that
alarm
alarm goes off for about 8 hours straight, it'll stop, you know.
Okay.
Because when I got here, there's a red light on the top of your control panel. The red light for the alarm was still on, but
What?
but the sound was off. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
I can't believe.
all these people.
I
Probably heard
can't
the alarm going
believe.
off for
I know, but I can't believe I didn't see the red light.
yeah. Yeah. It's right on the top.
You know, I was. Yeah. I mean, when all that shit was going down, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" It's like cursed.
Well, 2 of them were on us. We got. You know,
I mean, look
it's
at
all fixed,
it's
so,
fixed now, so
yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Could always be a lot worse. So.
For sure. And I mean, them pumps, once they're in and tested, I mean, it's extremely rare for those to go bad. So that new 240 pump, I'd be very, very surprised if you see any problems with it in a very long time. And, you know, especially if you're here often, if that alarm ever goes off, you'll hear it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I will.
It's a quick fix then.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Well,
it's
thanks
done.
for getting on it.
Yeah, man.
All right, dude.
Well,
We'll get
thanks,
to
man.
it,
I apprate it. Just, you know,
next
I don't really
week.
care. Like in
Next
the next
week,
week
cool.
or two. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'll call you when I'm heading out in case y'all are here.
Yeah.
We're out here in the field, and because we got some downtime, we're going to take advantage of having the software jobber to be able to do some estimates right here in the field. Instead of having to stop what we're doing, run back to the office, or run out to meet with customers, we can all do it right here from really any mobile device, our phone, laptop, or iPad. If we didn't have a software that we could use in the field, I like to use my laptop just because I like a larger screen, but I've got an iPad in here and my phone. We can use really any device we want to create these estimates out in the field, get them all sent over. Essentially, once I get it on here, that's really the end of what I need to do. My guys in the field can see what needs to be done on the job. The office knows that something's been a quote's been created, or a job's been created, or an invoice has been created, and they know what to do on their end to move it forward all in one spot here. Got an email that says you've got hillside sliding.
FEMA approved me to give me some money to have it fixed, but I need an estimate so that they know how much money to give me. The culvert that goes under the road has washed out my bank because it diverts towards my hill. I got a big poplar tree that's trying to fall off the side of the hill along with that. The dirt has fallen about a foot and a half, and every time it rains, obviously, it gets worse. So basically what they were saying is maybe some type of retaining wall, and then just to kind of help build it up and re-support that hillside, because my leach lines are just about 10 foot in from where it's caving off.
Ooh.
The culvert cannot be replaced. It's a state culvert, so the culvert's not damaged. It's causing the problem is what it is. The culvert actually goes underneath the road and shoots into the side of my hill. I talked to the state. The state said they won't do anything. I've got some people that lost all their stuff from Hurricane Helene that are staying in an RV in front of my house.
Uh-huh.
And that's where the damage is actually right directly in front of their RV.
To be transparent, we do charge for FEMA consultations. Just because we get 20 plus calls a day for them. What it is, it's a $500 consultation that we put into the quote of any repairs. So if FEMA does pay you, they pay you back that, and that money, if you do the work, it goes towards the work. We don't just put it in our pocket. They require itemized invoices. So it takes tons and tons of time on our end going out to doing that, and then the office staff putting it all on paper for them. So we just try to protect our time a little bit on the consultation fee. We'll send you over an invoice for that, and like I said, we'll put it all in the quote that you can send over to them, and I can get there once I get this crew moved.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't have a whole lot of choice because like I said, it's going to eventually damage my leach lines and possibly my septic.
If they approve that, we can move pretty quickly, especially since we're going to be doing those other ones on your road, so we can at least get it stable to protect the leach field. All right, I'll get all this stuff over to you, man. Try to move as quick as I can for you. Thank you, brother. Someone just called for a FEMA quote, which we charge the $500 consultation fee for. You guys have seen in the past. I tell you guys all the time to get that money up front. the consultation fee, because they're paying for a service. So you bill them, they pay for the service, and then you go provide the service. So before we run out, we are gonna use Jobber real quick and send him an invoice requests. So he called into the office entered his information as a request, which is essentially a lead. More actions, create an invoice under his name, enter a line item, consultation deposit, consultation fee. Includes up to 1 hour on site with party of interest, time involved, research and material costs and availability, and submittal of repair costs. This cost of the consultation can be applied towards work included in the estimate if the work exceeds $5,000. It's already a pre-bill. We'll save and send this to the customer. All right, I've sent that over. So now we'll just wait for him to pay. Once he pays, we'll call him and then we'll schedule the consultation to meet with him. This is for a FEMA project, and FEMA does request line itemed quotes, so it does take a lot of time to build these out. Meet him on site, look at what he needs to do, look at the entire scope, build out a quote to repair all the repairs, send that back to him, and then it's on him to try to get the FEMA money for it.